Alright, puck down. Game 2 qualifier for the national tournament. I'd say to the puck in the neutral zone. So dump the puck. Storm back to retreat. Cut off by Quad Cities on the far side. The point cleared out by the Storm. Long pass neutral zone. Quad Cities into the zone. That shot gets saved. Rebound comes to a win. Turned over. This puck picked up by the Storm. Turned over again, but sent to neutral zone. Storm with the puck. Into the offensive zone. As it slipped away from her. Into the middle, shot, glove save. Probably go in line, but we'll be reset face off in the offensive zone. Face off, won by the Storm. High shot, panned on partially. Quad Cities over clear. Blues move to one Storm with the puck. Jumps into the zone. Quad Cities with control, high off the glass, jumps in neutral zone. And shot panned on, his goalie will cover. Face off won by Quad Cities. Turnover, spun up and out. Good pass to the wing, tipped in by Storm. Quad Cities will send it around. Around the defense. 2-on-1. Puck goes behind. It's in offside. Face off won by Quad Cities. Pass into the zone. Cleared up the boards. Neutral zone. Pass to the wing, cut off by Storm. Quad Cities in the offensive zone. That shot's blocked. Still retrieve their own. On the back of the net, far side, half boards. Leaves it for the D. That shot on net. And we'll cover. Face off won by Quad Cities. Shot blocked in front by the defense. Storm picked up the loose puck there out of the zone. Neutral zone, Quad Cities with control. Turned over there, cleared out of the zone. Shot goes wide. Storm with it. That pass doesn't connect. Quad Cities will pick up the loose puck. Far side, into the zone, into the middle. That shot blocked. Rebound near side half forward. Storm with it cleared up out of the reach. No icing. Quad City's back to retrieve in their zone. Surveys look escape it. Up the middle and off there. Comes back out to neutral zone. Quad City's cut back to the middle. Pass across the goal mouth doesn't connect. Storm near side. Turned over. Good stick there, blocked a high shot. In the slot. Rebounds to the front of the net. Cleared out by the Storm to the neutral zone. Storm with control. Into the zone. Shot, blocker, save, rebound to the far side. Storm there for it. Pass in front doesn't connect. Quad City's able to get it out. Still dump it in on net. And goal recover. Face-off defensive zone for the Storm. 12:02 left in the first, 0-0. Face-off won by Quad City. That shot blocked. Rebound to the point. That shot on net, kick save to the corner. To the point. Quad City. Shot. Partially blocked, goes far side. Storm on the loose puck. Pass up the middle to no one. Turned over. Quad City's with it. In front, cut off by the defender. Storm able to clear it up the board. The loose puck. Cut back to the middle, can't do it. Going away from her, Quad City wraps it around. Come all the way out to neutral zone. Puck sent in. And then cleared out by Quad City. Quad City loose puck behind the net. She goes up, stick lifted, so no one's up there. And Quad Cities are able to clear. Dumped in by the Storm. Quad Cities collecting their zone. They go up the boards, not out. Puck bounces off the boards, comes to Quad City, should clear it up and out. No icing. Quad Cities to it. Pass in front, backhand goes wide. Storm will lose puck. It's up with space. Gets it up. Shot fanned on the rebound off the toe. Couldn't get the loose puck in front. Quad City's clears. 3-on-3 into the zone. Holds up with middle, cut off. Storm with it. Off the boards, out of the zone. Pass across the middle. Dumped in by Storm. Storm first to the puck. Tries to get it in the middle, goes off the back of the net. Up to the point. Long shot, tipped wide. Storm on it. Shot, tipped. Doesn't get on net. Rebound set up the gut. Defense there to collect. Storm back in the zone. Quad Cities collect the loose puck. Fans on the pass, gets their second chance. And they're able to get it out. Off the skate comes out to neutral zone. Turnover in the neutral zone. Quad City's back in. She loses it there. Pass across doesn't connect. Quad Cities will clear it off the rough. Storm to the loose spot. 6 still on the offensive near side, trying to play away from it. Pass through the legs of a Quad Cities player. Storm will collect and dump it in. Cleared around, length of the ice, and look at icing. Some music playing, so we'll have to talk through some of that. Especially with this, because I know they love to ban us for copyright infringement. For music that I'm not playing, you can't control. So we have to throw their system off a little bit. Here we go. Face off one by Storm. Shot off a skate. Plus their own rebound. Loses the puck, comes up to the point. Oh, shot on net. No one there for a rebound. So he goes up the board. Pass through the middle, stolen by the Quad Cities Blues. Just skated in. Shoot, glove save. .7:13 left first period. Score 0-0. Face off in the Storm defensive zone. Face off won by Quad Cities. In front, shot wide. Around the back of the net, backhander. Walker saves. Quad Cities to the puck. Pass over to the defense. Walks in, shoots, saves. Face off one by the Storm. Pass in the middle. Skated out. We're on the D. Shot save. Rebound to the corner. Up to the point. Chip. Well, it's Nick chips the pass to the defender. 3-on-1 into the zone. Near side. Shot scores. Kicks the corner over the blocker. Quad Cities gets a 1-0 lead. 6:30 left in the first. Face off, won by the Blues. Turned over. Formosa don't dump it in. Blue shots off the boards cut off. Storm dump it. Blue to the pot. Up to the point. Cleared out by the Blues. That'll be enough for an icing. We'll get 6:11 left in the first. Storm trail 1-0 offensive zone face off. Face off one by the Blues. Turned over. Storm with it. Pass in front. Stick lifted. Up to the point. Kept in there. Comes around. Stormo did that shot. Stick save to the corner. Pass in front, cut off by the Blues. Good collection, skated herself. Dump it in. Storm to the puck, deep in the zone. Up to the half board. Pass to the middle. And we'll get our first penalty of the game. Cross check. That's a cross check. Rushing. All right, that works too. Storm to the power play. 5:28 left in the first. Storm trail 1-0. Looking to even it up on the power play. Face off won by the Blues. Near side kept in. Shot, blocker, save, rebound, no one there for it. Second attempt off of a shin pad. Should clear it up, not out. It's kept in by the Storm. Pass down low. In front, shot, save, rebound. Collected by the goaltender. 4:58 left in the first. .131 left on the power play. Face off won by Storm. To the point, jumps over stick. Foot race forward, Blues to the puck. Short-handed. Runs around the back of the net. That shot off of a skate. Collected by the Storm. Plenty of space, skates it up. Pass to the wing, into the offensive zone. Can't get around the defense. Has the puck stolen away from her. To the point. That's off the skate, pops up and over the net. Near side corner, down to the behind the net. In front, goalie covers. .422 left in the first. 54 seconds left in the Storm power play. Storm throwing 1-0. Face off won by the Blues. Should go behind the net. Cut off there by the Storm. Up to the point. Shot off the shin pad. Rebound comes out to neutral zone. Middle neutral zone. Into the offensive zone. That pass behind. Rebound point. Shot off the skate. Second attempt in, stiff but wide. Third around, Storm up to the point. Big shot just cut off by the Blues. Should be able to clear it out. Storm to the puck. Left in the neutral zone. Blues with it. And fans on the shot. Rolls in on net. And the goalie covers. Faced off won by the Storm. Up to the point. Out in the neutral zone, pass to the wing. Look at it and dump it in. Blues will collect there. They'll turn course, transition back. Cut off by the defense. Storm into the offensive zone. That shot's blocked, goes wide, comes behind the net. Blues will pick it up. Half board, far side. Tip pass to D. Storm pick up loose puck in the neutral zone. Pass off a skate. It's tipped into the zone. Blues pick up the loose puck. Turnover, shot, wide. Rebound to the point. That shot blocker save. Half board. Shot off of a shin pad. Second attempt sent across the goal mouth, couldn't connect. Going to the loose puck. Right in the middle, cut off by the Blues there. They're able to get it out of the zone. Turn back, shot goes wide. Ends up far corner. Blues to it. Go pass across, cut off by the defender. Loose puck shot. Loose puck to the top of the crease. That's sent wide. Storm on it, and they're able to switch. Storm get a change. Blues go far side. Storm pick up loose puck. Blues dump it in. Storm with it off the skate. Comes back to neutral zone. Puck collected in the neutral zone. Drawn in. Storm's drop pass not ready for it. Storm with it. Send it back around the back of the net. Blues will be the first one there. Stolen sent to the front, but the Blues are the only ones there, and they'll clear the zone. Send it down. Shot. Save by the Blues goaltender. Really late whistle. With 27 seconds left in the third. Storm trail 1-0. There we go. Face off offensive zone. We'll bring it to this side. Looking for a quick shot. Get to work, try to bang in a rebound here. We're going to call off the draw. Cross check. On the Blues. Storm get their second power play. Face off won by Storm, but cut off on a shot off the draw, and the Blues are able to clear. Storm to the puck on 15 seconds. Wrapped around. Load up there, she'll dump it in. Not enough time to go get it in the corner. And that'll end the period. First period ends. Storm trail 1-0. 1:36 left on the penalty in the first. Start of the second, Storm on a power play, face-off won by the Blues. Dumped in on net. Storm to the loose spot. Storm with it. Over back to the zone. Pass into the seats. You gotta reflect it. Turns up, looks the middle. Cut off by the Blues. Back to the point. Long shot. Saved by goaltender. Face off won by the Blues. They dump it around. Comes out. Storm with the puck. Into the zone. Shot blocked. Goes wide. Rebound. Comes up near side. To the point. Surveys looks far. Tip. Not on net. Shouldn't miss that. Puck comes all the way around and out of the zone. Long pass. Tip. Couldn't collect that pass. Blues will get it. She'll jump it up and out. Puck sunk down. We'll get icing. 7 seconds left in the power play. That's okay. No icing on the penalty, so ice rule rules, so no icing. So, face off in the defensive zone, 7 seconds in the power play, 15:31 in the period. Storm will win the face off. Send the puck around the back of the net. Loses the puck. Then up and out. Blues will dump it in, cut off by the defense. Cleared out of the zone. Storm to a puck in their zone. Comes up the board. And dumped out. And they'll call it icing. $14.51. Face off in the defensive zone. Storm still trail 1-0. Face off won by the Blues. Shot, kick save. Goes all the way out to the point. Storm will just dump it out. Neutral zone Blues play. Storm with it. She'll come near side. Left it again. That's out of the reach. Then all the way down, and we'll get another icing call. Face off won by the Blues. Shot gets through 2 players on that. Goal makes the save. Yeah, YouTube doesn't like the music though, so YouTube's not a fan of music. I have to keep blabbering like an idiot every break. Face off, one by the Blues. To the point, cut off, cleared out. Blues neutral zone. To go off the board. Tip to behind, 2-on-1. Ooh, big hit in the middle. Buck sent out. Storm with it. Has it knocked away from her. Goes back to collect. Sent in on net, goalie will cover. Offensive zone face-off. Won by the Storm. To the point. Then in. Loose puck picked up by the Storm. Shot blocker saved. Comes behind the back of the net. Bounces over the stick of the point. Blues first to it. Good steal there. Comes afterwards. Stolen away by the Storm. Kept in by the Blues there. Now Storm clear. Neutral zone. Buck to the point. Shot tip. On net. Goalie covers. Face off won by Storm. In the middle, that shot through a leg. One save. Face off won by Storm. Shot tip on net. She almost dropped it in there. Face off won by the Storm. Puck hits a skate. Rebound picked up by the Storm. She'll skate around. Third base look. In front. Can't get the tip. Blues to it. She'll dump it down. And icing. 12:31 left. Storm still trail 1-0. Face off won by Storm. Shot off of a body. To the point. Kept in. Fans on an attempt to get the puck to the middle. Storm with it. Across. Cut off by the defender. To the point. Backhand. Cut off by the Blues. She tries to get out. Goes off of a skate into neutral zone. Storm right back into the zone. Shot wide. Storm to the rebound. Pass to the point, doesn't connect. Oh, it's a clear by the Blues, so that'll be an icing. 11:47 left. Face off won by the Blues. Corner up the boards. Kept in. Storm shot wide. Kansas City to the puck. That pass cut off by the Blues. And they're able to clear. Neutral zone play. Cut off Storm flex. Looks for entry. And the Blues are clear on a turnover. Storm all the way back to their zone to regroup. Look, pass D to D. Up to the middle. 3-on-2 if they could get control, but they lose it and cleared out by the Blues. Foot race won by the Blues. Stolen away Kansas City with it. Up the half board. 2 pass out. Storm in. Holds up, cuts back. Point. That shot blocked. Goes behind the net. To the near side corner. Blues with it. She'll clear up. Kept in. Long shot. Glove save. Going wide, but Billy will get it. We'll get a cover and a face off in the offensive zone with 10:20 left in the second. Face off won by the Blues. Now across the net, mount doesn't connect. Turned over in the zone. Blues have it sticked away from her. No control yet. Kept in at the point. Shot. Good turnaround chance and close. Goalie makes a save. Storm still with the puck. What's in? Stop. Shot. Save. Rebound. That's also the skate. Comes to the near side half board. Cleared up. Not out. Now Quad City's able to clear. Third call on Quad Cities. Second on number 11. Storm will get their third chance to level this game at 1. .9:22 left in the second. 2-minute power play. Storm with control off the draw. Up to the point. Shot, save. Stick to the corner. Kept in by the Storm, still dumper. Doesn't get it fair. Foul on the boards, Quad City's able to clear. Storm pick up the puck, their zone. Tip dumped in off the rush skate. No ice on the penalty kill. Goes out to play it for defense. Big turnover shot by Quad City. Goalie makes the save. Kept in at the line. Quad City's into the zone in front. Couldn't get a shot off. Storm control. Skated up. Into the zone to the wing. Puck flutters on her. Go off the collect in the corner. Dug out by the Storm. Out to the point. Shot is wide. Rebound sent across the goal now. Quad Cities collects that, passes out. What's up? Into the zone. Shot goes wide. Rebound comes half court. Two Storm players there for it. Come away with it. Pass behind the net. Reverse course back the same direction. Collected by the Blues. Skated out. Penalties over. They're back to full strength. Pass in front. Cleared out by the Storm. Pass in front. Shot goes wide. Chips behind the defense. Quad City's able to catch up. Storm will dump it in. Go for a change. Quad Cities feed through the neutral zone. Cut off there to the corner. In front. Puck loose. Cleared out. Storm with numbers to the loose puck. Fans on the pass turned over to Quad Cities. And she'll dump it up. Out. Quad Cities in their shot. Blocker save. Rebound sent in front. To the point. Quad Cities neutral zone puck. Sent in. Storm with it. As it sticks away from her. Storm will collect the loose puck in the neutral zone. Gets it into the offensive zone. Touch back to the middle. That shot blocked in front by the defense. Cleared out. All the way down. Storm on it. Going away by the Storm. Pass up. Lead. Good lead. Pass. Good lead pass. Stick away. Storm. Storm with it. And shot. Tip. In front by the defender. Storm will collect. Keep it in the zone. Only momentarily. But he's able to quit. Storm with it. Off the board. To the middle. Busted there by Kansas City. Into the offensive zone. Blues to clear the zone. Not getting enough for icing. Storm off to collect in their zone. Around the back of the net. Pass up, cut off by the Blues. Blues turn up, 3-on-1 into the zone. Pass to the wing, and she loses it. Tries the center, that's cut off. Storm with it, 3-on-2. Cutter on the defender. Breakaway backhand save, rebound cover. Late developing breakaway. Storm couldn't get it to work. .355 left in the second. Storm still trail 1-0. Face off one by the Blues. And they're able to clear. Won't go for icing. It'll die in the corner. Far side, Storm pick it up there. She'll go behind the net. Loses the handle on it. Finally is able to clear. And that'll be an icing call. Defensive zone face-off, still looking for an equalizer. 3:36 left in the second period. one by the Blues. Pass to the middle, cut off there by the Storm. Tipped it up. Loses the handle, trying to split the D. Quad Cities first. Move around the defender. And around, backhand scores. Pretty much skates around an entire Storm team. They will find the back of the net. Storm now trail 2-0 with 3:13 left in the second. Face off won by the Storm. Into the middle, cut off by the defender. Storm within the corner. That pass blocked. Second attempt. They will get it up and out. No icing. Blues back to retrieve in their zone. Sent down behind the net. Cut off by the Storm. That shot off of a shin pad. Goes far side. Blues will pick it up there. Up to the point. Not out yet. Still kept in. Good keep there. Sent to the near side corner. Blues will try to just jam it out and get it to neutral zone. Collect there. Wait for onside. Storm are onside. Blues with the puck. Dumps it to the far side. Picked up there by the Storm, but lost in the neutral zone. Blues into the zone, around the defender, cuts back to the middle, shot saved. Rebound near side, Blues to the loose puck. That shot cut off by the Storm, and third out. Up to the neutral zone. Loose puck, won by the Quad Cities and sent in front, and she loses the handle on it. Behind the net, Storm to it. Up off the glass. Storm with the numbers into the zone. Pass in front, backhand wide. Storm to the rebound. Loses it there. Comes up all the way out to neutral zone. Storm with it, they'll just dump it in. Quad Cities will control there and clear the zone. Storm with it to the neutral zone, gets to the run line, dumps it in. Puck's loose. Far side, Storm to it. Pass to the middle. Shot, glove save. .34 seconds left in the second period. Storm trailing 2-0. Face off won by the Storm. Pass across. Loose puck collected by the Blues. She'll go up the boards with it. Not out. Long shot bounces around. Comes to the near side corner. 15 seconds. Shot. Save. No rebound. Face off won by the Storm, but cut off by the Blues. Rebound shot off a skate. Near side, chipped up out of play. 4 seconds.
Everything up the back! Everything up the back!
Billy pulled 4 seconds. I'll try to just win a face-off. It's lost the blue. So either going to corner and that'll end the period. End of 2. Storm trail 2-0. Third period face-off run by Quad City. Pass to the back door. Goalie's push makes the save. Quad City tries to get in front. Goalie with a good stick there. Quad City's on the puck. She'll turn around. Survey, middle shot goes wide. Rebound comes to Storm play. Up out of the zone. Tip no ice. But race forward. Quad Cities are going to win it. She'll go up the board. Chips behind the defense. In around the defender. Holds up backhand shot. Save. No save. Goal. Thought she reached out there, but quick goal, early goal here in the third, and Quad City's up 3-0 lead. Storm needs some offense quick here. Face off won by Storm. Just skated in, cut back, loses it in her feet. Quad Cities are able to clear it out of the zone. Won't go far enough for icing. Storm off to collect in their zone. Behind the net. Turned over. Contested pass to the middle up to the point now. Shot by Quad Cities. Walker. Save. Rebound comes to Storm. That pass cut off. Sent right back on net. We'll get a cover and a save. And a face off in the defensive zone. Face off won by Storm. Pass up, not out. Cut off by the was out. Now they're saying it's offside. Face off won by Quad Cities. She'll dump it in. Storm go behind the net. Pass in front. Cleared out by the Storm. Another putt to the slot. Cleared out. Dumped in, goes to the corner. Storm to collect there. Turned over. Shot wide. Sent up far side board. Storm skates a distant space. Around the defender in. No shot opportunity. So skate all the way around. That's for a pass. Gone around the world here. Nothing in the middle for her. She'll lose it there on the half towards the far side. Quad City's able to clear. Pass to the wing again. Storm with it. Cut back loses the puck. Up the boards, not out. Storm to the loose puck. To the point. Pass down to the corner. All the way across, near side. That shot's safe. No rebound. 13:55 left. Storm trail 3-0. Face off won by Quad City. She'll dump it around. Storm to a loose puck. In the corner. Looks to the front, no one there. Loose puck sent to the corner by Quad Cities. Comes up to the point. Sent back down, Quad Cities with it. Kept in by the Storm and then finally cleared out by Quad Cities. Pass across. Spins around, backhands off the side of the net. Loose puck behind. Can't get to the middle. Cleared around by Quad City. In front. Couldn't connect on a backdoor play. Puck's loose behind the net. Quad City's with it. Up to the wing. Around the defense and out. Dumped down. Icing. Didn't gain the red line. 12:37 left. Offensive zone face-off. Won by Quad City. Sends up the board. Dumps back down. Storm on the puck. That pass behind the skater. Quad City collects and clears it out. Turnover, neutral zone. Quad City's in shot. Save. Face off won by Kansas City. Chipped up off of a stanchion. Works back into the middle, and Quad City the puck there. That shot cut off by the defense. Set now. It's a little hot for the skater to handle. Gets into the offensive zone. Turned over back to neutral zone. Storm with it. Quad City to the line. Sticked away. Point. That shot blocked in front. Rebound sent right back to her. That shot's off the side of the net. Storm with it. Try the near side. That pass doesn't connect. Quad City's back in. That shot saved. Rebound. There towards the defense. Wing skates it out. Storm moves the puck. Comes to the neutral zone. Storm in. Shot. Save. Wilson. Holy roller goes off the goalie's glove. Just inside the post. Storm get their first goal of the game. 3-1, 10:48 left. Face off after the Storm goal, won by Quad City. Puck goes far side in the neutral zone. Cut back through the defense. Loses the puck. Pass to the slot. Shot. Save. Rebound. Far side. Pulled out by Storm. Loose puck collected by the Storm. Off a skate in the neutral zone. Collected by Quad City. Down the defense. Shot. Flutter's in the goaltender, but she's able to find it and cover. Ten minutes, 4 seconds left. Storm trail 2-3-1. Face off one by the Storm. Pass up. Skated out. Loses the puck. Quad Cities collect. Into the middle. Hands on it. Storm collect. Shift it up and out. Storm send it around to the near side. Into the corner. Battle on the corner for it. Quad Cities comes away. Loose puck to the point. Shot gets through. Kick save. Storm to the rebound on the far side. Pass up the middle, doesn't connect. Quad Cities will have control in their zone. Suspension zone, loose puck, selected by Kansas City. Oh, the ref kicks it away from us. Quad City's collect, dumps it down, icing. .8:49 left. Storm trailing 3-1. Face off won by the Storm. Turned over, Blues with it. Pass across the middle, doesn't connect, Storm will flick a loose puck. Skates it up. Around the defender, in. Backhand, scores!
Backhand 5-hole. Storm trail by just one now with 8:24 left.
Face off onto the Storm goal, won by the Storm. Kicked down. Cut off by the Blues. Pass intercepted by the Storm, high in the zone. Bucks battled for loose, comes to Quad City's player, should clear it out. And that'll be far enough for icing. So it'll be an offensive zone face off. Just over 8 minutes left. Face off won by the Storm. To the middle, shot. Wide. Rebound, Storm on it. This puck collected by the Storm, so dump it back into the zone. Storm on it, surveys, look, tipped in front. Cleared out of the way by the Blues. Quad City's able to clear it to the neutral zone. Shot wide. Rebound comes to Quad City's player. Storm will collect, go reverse course, comes all the way near side now. Pass, can't handle it. Blues with it. Into the zone. Shot, save, rebound. Kicked out to the Storm player. Turned over to the Blues. Storm now with another opportunity to get to that. Get a checking call on the Blues. Fourth power play of the game for the Storm. Trailing by 1, 6:43 left. And we'll get a timeout by the Blues, I think. Offensive zone face-off won by the Blues. They're able to clear it out. Storm through it. Still turn it over. That puck will go out of play. We'll get a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off won by the Blues. Turned over in the neutral zone. Puck squirts free. Comes to the Storm play. Another chip that gets out of play. 1:28 left on the power play. 6:11 left in the period. Storm trail 3-2. Face off won by the Blues. Loose puck. Comes the Blue player from it. Nice is able to clear it. Stand on the pass. They'll get it right back. Storm to the wing. Tips to the middle. No one there. Blues collect. They skate it out. Blues into the offensive zone. Short-handed. She'll send it wide to the near side. Tips up the board. Around the defense. In. Pass to the middle. Backhands wide. Far side. Storm with puck. To the point. Shot off of a spin pad and cleared by the Blues. Pass. No one there. That's an icing. 5:08. 25 seconds left in the power play. Face off won by Kansas City. Pass is not connecting and cleared out. This puck cleared out by Quad City. Dumped in by Kansas City. Quad City's first to the puck. Back to full strength. Storm, loose puck, with it, shot. Band on, rebound. In front, backhand sent just wide. Blues with control. Middle of the ice, sent in. Quad City dumps it in. Storm with it. Pass to the middle, cut off by the Storm. Long shot by Quad Cities, and that'll get in on net. .357 last year. Storm needing one more goal to level it at 3. Face off won by the Blues. To the point. Block. Goes high over the net to the corner on the near side. To the middle. Cut off by Storm. Good move around the defense. Can't make a second one. Storm are offside. Don't need to relay. Blues lose it to the neutral zone. Storm send it back in. Behind the net. Storm to it. In front. Rolls off her stick. Comes out to neutral zone. Sent in, cleared out. Storm with it. That's the wing. In. Drop pass doesn't connect. Quad Cities cuts it off. They'll clear it into the neutral zone. Puck comes in by Storm. No icing on the bench change. Quad Cities are plus in their zone. Up to the wing. Dumped out. No icing. Storm will collect in their zone. Pass to the middle. Inner feet now. Breakaway. And shot save. Another good opportunity by the Storm. Whose goalie stood tall. And Kansas City will use their timeout with 2:20 left. All right, offensive zone face-off. Won by the Blues. Sent up, not out off of the shin pad. Sends to a Blues player. She's able to get it up and out. Storm will dump it right back in. Takes down a loose puck, loose to it. Battle in the corner. Comes to a Storm player. Up to the point. Backhand cut off, rebound. Second attempt to a Blues player, and she did with it. Blues with it. In the Storm zone. Dump it down the corner. Quad City's puck. She'll leave it out of that and stripped out. Storm to the puck. In their zone. She'll dump it out to neutral zone. Blues will pick it up there. Pass to the middle. Blues skated in. Shot, save, rebound. Near side. Blues puck picked up by Quad City. Shot, kick, save. Storm with control into the zone. Free, shot, save, rebound. On the doorstep. She couldn't pound it in. 45-second puck. Storm to the middle, cut off by the Blues. Kept in, going cold for Sunflower. Cleared by the Blues. Storm will need to regroup. They'll dump it in. 30 seconds left. Blues with the puck. Oh, so the player on net and the goal heads up save there. Here we go. Face off, won by the Storm. To the point. Pass in front, doesn't connect. Other side, that tip. Goalie makes a save. We'll get a face off with 16 seconds left. $16. Need a goal. Face off won by Kansas City to the point. Shot blocked. Rebound comes near side corner. Find that big shot. That's tipped. Rolls in. Rebound. Shot blocked off the shin pad. Another attempt. 3 seconds. Passes to the point. And Broad finishing game 2. 3-2.